Hello. Welcome to this video. I hope you're doing well. I am doing quite fine actually. I just worked a shift. The weather was quite decent. It's cold. It's very cold in the Netherlands at the moment. It was wet as well. I mean, this probably doesn't surprise you if you know anything about the Dutch weather in February, but the shift was okay. My bike is having some issues. It kept clicking, which I probably should fix. But I have to do it some other day. I am a bit tired, but I also still feel very much awake. You know, that's the thing with cycling. For a few hours, you kind of still have the adrenaline afterwards, and it's slowly sinking down. I made my food, I did my dishes, I did my laundry, and I wrote down a new recipe that I invented, I guess. And I made something very special. What you are looking at right now is, well, these are dates, but at some point it will become Heis. And I'm not entirely sure if I pronounced that correctly. At first I had believed it was called Haish, but that's also not true from my, not gonna call it a research, but from my digging on the internet. And Heis is a very iconic food from Islamic culture. I read about it when I was reading a book which spoke about Arabic influence on the Western European kitchen. And it had this little footnote about how to make Heis, but I didn't really use this recipe. It claimed that it dated back to, I believe, which year was it again? Was it 500? I am not so sure. Might be. Wait, maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it for you. Right, okay. Let's see, what does it say? What does the book say? Well. Ja. Behalve een gerecht dat tijdens een van Mohammeds bruiloften gegeten schijnt te zijn. Heis, oftewel dadelballetjes. Ik geef het hier in een 13e eeuwse versie, zoals bewerkt door Waynes, die een boek uitgaf waarin hij tientallen middeleeuwse Arabische gerechten voor de moderne lekkerbek opnam. Hak 250 gram niet te droge dadels heel klein en kneed ze met 175 simpele biscuitjes verkruimeld, 50 gram gemalen pistachenoten, 50 gram amandelpoeder en 2 eetlepels sesamolie of boter en maak er balletjes van en rol ze door poedersuiker. You probably didn't understand any of that, but it's not the year 500. I'm sorry. It's the 13th century, but it's edited through somebody who made a cookbook about medieval Arabic dishes that works for the modern lekkerbek, which is sweet tooth, I suppose. Not really sweet specifically, but I wouldn't know how else to translate it right now. But this recipe uses butter and cookies as well, which is probably, the edit, it's easy to get. But I found on the internet a recipe that's a bit more traditional. It uses almonds, pistachio, dates, very important, and ghee. But I didn't use ghee because I don't have it. I could make it, but I don't really know how yet. I'm interested in making it, but yeah, it's just, takes some effort. So I used olive oil. I actually did try the one with butter as well, but the one with olive oil is so nice. It really complements everything, you know, the sweetness of the date with the, I don't know if this is the right way of describing it, but like the earthiness of the pistachio. My oh my, that's just, it's so delicious. And I wanted to make this as a gift, I guess, for my father's birthday. It's gonna be his birthday in a few days. I'm gonna visit. And yeah, I want to share it with my family because they never had something like this. It's I never had something like this. It was very new to me. It's a lot of fun to make as well. You really have to grind the nuts yourself, and you have to add all of those ingredients together, and it becomes this type of dough. But that's basically it. It's not really a dough. It's more like a sticky accumulation of all these things. I don't know, you know, I'm just talking. But what interested me so was basically the way the website described Haish, because it wasn't only, you know, this is about I don't know how to make it, but it was about origins and cultural significance, and that's something I find something that's very lost in food. You know, we have, of course, asked for things like, oh, that's so typical Italian, or that's so French, or that is so Mexican kitchen, or whatever, which is sure, but I don't know, it doesn't really feel the same. This was really just delving into what this means symbolically, and perhaps it's similar to like white bread and wine. At least white bread was the way I had it when I grew up, but you know, that being the blood and the body of Jesus. But this wasn't really, of course, it was not like symbolic as in its Haish is something of, for example, the Prophet Muhammad, but it's more because it was served at a wedding, and it's said that the Prophet enjoyed it. It's a way of connecting with like the teachings and the cultural foundations and importance in a very direct and personal way of digestion, and I think that's quite a beautiful thing. There's something in it that just appeals to me, and yeah, it just kind of stuck with me. And because of that, I also delve into Arabic poetry and Islamic prayer. And it kind of has been a very big motivation for me in the last few weeks, 2-3 weeks, I think. Which all because of this Haish, you know. And of course, I read the book and I'm interested in learning about it. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And also something I'm really excited about in this book that I have, the one with the Arabic influence on the European kitchen, is pretty much, it's a chapter about hutspot, which is like mashed potatoes with carrot and onion, and usually also a type of meat. Does really improve it, but I'm not eating that much meat anymore, so almost none. So yeah, I usually skip that one, but you know, it's nice with nuts, or if you use right spices, it can also be nice with just the potato and the vegetables, but then you need some other protein source, of course. But yeah, there's a whole chapter about it, and that is just, I cannot wait to reach that point. Yeah, that's really fucking cool, actually. I think that it also provides various recipes, so that's, yeah, it's just really nice. I don't know, I just, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I like it. It's like a cookbook with cultural, social, historical connotations. And it reads it's quite digestible. Haha. It's a digestible book because it's written in a very casual tone. I think it's, yeah, it's nice. It was strange on my shift. I had to go to this donut place, and it's in the center. Usually you're not allowed to cycle in this part of town. But, you know, I'm delivery, so I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm under time pressure. I have to. And I expect people to kind of understand, you know, like, come on. I'm on a bike, I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna hit you. Maybe that's a bit cocky of me, but I don't know. I think I'm a good cyclist. So, anyway, I had to park my bike in front of the store. And I was not on my bike anymore, by the way. I already stepped off and I was walking. Somebody walked out of the store. I was like, hey, what are you doing parking in front of me? I just looked at him and I looked at his friends. And actually, this I found really nice. His friends like were, yo, what the fuck? Like, why are you shouting at him? He was like, yeah, he's parking in front of me. He was really offended by it. But, you know, the way I was perceiving it was that I was parking and then he walked out. And I don't know, maybe he saw me a bit late, but he probably experienced it, like that I just pushed my bike in front of him. Which didn't really happen, I believe. Or maybe I misread the situation. But yeah, that was strange. That was just a bit strange. And then the lady who made the donuts, she was like, yeah, the customer asked if you can be careful with the drinks, because he always has like spilled drinks and then it goes over the food. And then she asked me like, yeah, what am I supposed to do? And I was like, I don't know, place it in a cup holder or something. They're like, oh yeah, should I also place it back? And I was like, I don't know, I mean, it's fine. But it's not the first time that I get a delivery. And I'm like, why do you have cup holders and bag? Like, if you indeed place like the things loosely into the bag, then of course it's gonna fall. It needs some support, you know. That's why you have the cup holders. Maybe it was her first day or something, I'm not really sure, but it's a bit strange. And then I arrived at the place and I rang the door, and it was really cute actually. There was this, she opened and her daughter, very small, was like, hello, hello, and I was like, oh, hello. And I was trying to be like, yeah, no, it arrived safely, you know, kind of in a joking way, and not joking, but like just laughing, you know, just kindly, I guess. She was like, oh, yeah. Maybe she didn't really feel it. I don't know. And then I went away. Anything else happened? Not much. It was a really boring shift. I had to wait in a restaurant for 40 minutes, which is it's quite chill because it was cold outside. So I was like, whatever. I was just looking at all the customers. It's a fast food restaurant, and you could just see the increase. Oh, actually, something happened here. It's quite funny. There's this woman working behind the counter, and I recognize her. Like, she works at various places throughout the city. Very kind energy. I don't really know. Aura, maybe. I don't want to use that word, but just a very nice, irradiating type of kindness, you know, but not the kindness as in always saying sorry kindness, but more in like, you know, this person means no harm, stands her ground, and is friendly. Just a very friendly energy, which I appreciate. So, but also she can be very comedic. I think she's American, but I'm not so sure. Maybe she's not American. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes she expresses herself just without any fucks given. And it was super busy, and they had logistical errors, you know. Something went wrong. They were missing certain things, couldn't make all the things, so people had to wait a long time. Blah, blah, blah. And this guy, he ordered, and he got his stuff in like one bag. Then he walked away and he came back and he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but could you do it in 2 bags? Because I don't know, there was a reason. He had to divide it or something. And she was like, oh, so you want it in 2 different bags. And he was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh my fucking God. And then she walked away with the bags. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, don't worry. I'm just a bit stressed. And I found that so wholesome. I was like, oh my god, like, of course, there were some people like, oh, you cannot say that as like, the one in charge and stuff. But to me, it was more like she was approaching this customer like, okay, I'm gonna do it for you, and it's fine. And he also realized like it's obviously busy, so maybe it's too much to ask. But I'm also gonna express it's quite a lot to ask, and I appreciate it because she is already working like an intense job, all these customers, and it's fast food, so there's a certain atmosphere, and people just expect it to be fast, or any delay is blech. And I don't know, I just found it so funny. And then you could see also the people, and you could just see the growing annoyances in people, as some people were standing in there for 40 minutes as well, which is long, you don't want to be standing there for like 40 minutes. But they also, I don't know, I guess they really wanted the food for some reason. Like, there's another fast food restaurant down the opposite side of this building. So you could just go in there and cancel your order at this one and go to the other one. It's possible if you're gonna buy there anyway. If you want to buy fast food, just like big deal. But they didn't. And some people, you could just see the annoyances. They got frustrated, angry, etc. But some people, they just started to narrate. They started to like very, very silently. You really had to pay attention sometimes, but it would just happen. And I don't know, it's quite a beautiful thing, I think. Like, you're standing in this room that's identical to so many other spaces on this earth, like all across the globe are these rooms exactly the same way as here. It's probably the same atmosphere and the same issues and the products and whatever. And all these people are there, and they all have lives, and it's kind of like when you're driving on a highway and you just start to think about all these people just in their little cars going their little ways, and they all have their lives, and you don't know what they do, and you don't know what they think, and you don't know what they are. You will never see them again. You'll probably forget them. Unless you are paying very close attention, then you remember them. Then you remember each and single one of them. No, that's not true. I don't remember any of them. But, yeah. It's, I don't know. It's, just something to think about, I suppose. For me, I'm saying, I guess I've thought about it. It's not something that I say you should think about it, but it's more like I thought about it. Man, I'm tired. I think this is strangely enough helping me to just settle down. Settle down. It's enough. It's enough. My nervous system can relax. My muscles in my shoulders can decompress. It's funny, whenever you say that and you pay close attention and you feel your muscles actually doing it, it's like such a weird command, like what the hell, like why does this work? Probably because of reasons, but it's nice. Anyway, I'm quite far with the highs right now. I wanted to do a little special something for these ones. I'm gonna coat them in the pistachio dust and also the almond dust, because it's for my father, and my family. And it's nice because I made quite a lot. Tomorrow, a friend is coming over who I hadn't seen in a long time, and now I can gift him one during the coffee. So, that's quite lovely. Yeah. Thinking of making some videos. I kind of want to get back into video. I miss it. It's a nice thing, and it helps me to clear my mind a little bit. Oh, I'm singing. Now, maybe I make some recipe videos or something, you know, about season-bound Dutch food. Some February salads that you can make, or whatever. Most of them are season-bound. And some things, for example, now I use ginger. That's obviously not very season-bound, but you can cut them out. It's quite fun to eat season-bound. I started doing it for some weeks now. And you notice how much you take things for granted. I was like, oh, I cannot eat paprika anymore. How do I eat my red vegetables? Luckily I have beets, but it's not really the same, I think. Well, definitely not the same, but like it's kind of red. Nah, it's more purple. Yeah, I don't know. It's in between. Oh. I did make an excellent salad for my delivery shift, which is quite fun. I eat it with a spoon while cycling. I always feel really funny when I do it. Almost fell over. But yeah, let's see. I had apple, red beets. I cut them up. I added some mint leaves, olive oil, so quite a bit of lemon juice into the. I'm letting the beets kind of sink in the lemon juice after they are boiled, so they kind of absorb it very well. And I added some pasta to get some extra carbs, I guess. And just mixed it together, and it was really nice. Oh, and buckwheat, not cooked or anything, just straight out of the bag, which is very crusty, which is lovely, amazing. Yeah, that I can definitely recommend it. You know, I noticed I love eating foods when cycling. It really helps me. It gives me a good energy boost, you know, and it cleanses my thirst a bit. Also, you should really drink enough. Oh, I'm drinking a lot of basilicum water at the moment, but my basilicum plant died, so I'm running out. Luckily, I made a preparation bottle, a bottle of basilicum water in my fridge. That is quite strong, so we have to dilute it with water, but it still works and it keeps getting stronger. I don't know how long it stays good, but it's not like vinegar or something, but yeah. Yeah, no, that's yeah, it's nice. It's better to have fresh basilicum water, but you know, can't have it all. Can't have it all. Yeah, anyway, but that was it, I guess. I don't know, I just had to do something. Was a little bit bored. Was a little bit tired. Didn't enjoy just sitting. Just wanted to talk a little bit without sending it to people. Well, I'm sending it to you right now, but yeah, you know how it is. I think maybe you don't know how it is. I don't know how it is.